So yeah, there's a guy that's coming and he sees that I'm filming and I'm scared. Hello. So I am on my way to get some sushi because I love sushi. And as I was leaving the house, my dog decided she's coming as well. I don't know. Ooh. Yep, there she is. She decided that it's her time to shine and just jumped in the car. So I guess we're gonna get a pup cup too. So stay tuned for the acquired goods. But yeah, that's today's trip. Hey y'all, so update, got my sushi. This is what it looks like. I would show you a taste test, but I've already had this one before because it's my go-to. But I go to Mint Sushi, and what I usually get, that light, what I usually get is a Tootsie Roll, no cucumber, add cream cheese, and sometimes I add avocado. But yeah, I got 2 rolls this time. So I'm really excited about that. Here's a check-in on the pup. She's doing great. She's doing well. I promise I have the air on, but I had to turn down just a little bit so that I could record. But now we're going to go try to get her a pup cup, some ice cream for her adventure. So we'll check back when she has that because I'm sure she'll love it. Okay, we just went to Andy's and got her pup cone thingy. See that? And as you can see, she is very excited. And since it was free, I went ahead and got me something too. So, ooh, this is a really bad angle. I'm so sorry, y'all. I got like they called it a nutty waffle cone or something. And yeah, I wanted this one that I love, but I forgot the name of it. So she said, oh, a nutty waffle cone. I was like, that don't sound right. But she works there, so I don't know. But here we go. Let's see if she likes it. Ricky. Okay, she doesn't want it. Oh, wait. Oh. I guess this would be considered a very successful trip. Oh. Demolishing. Oh. You can't even see because of the sun. Oh. You want more? Okay, so she pretty much demolished it. It's very overexposed, so you can't really see, but let's see if she can eat the cone, if she'll like that. Oh, she stole it from me, so the answer is yes. So while I'm here parked, I might as well share with you guys the books that I read last month. Yes, this is sort of becoming a bookish YouTube, so if you like books, this is the place to be. But to start off, I read the book called Orleans, or Orleans, like however you pronounce it. And it was really good. It was this girl. It was a little sketch. I'm not gonna lie, because I think it was like post-apocalypse type of thing. And essentially, this girl lives in New Orleans, and there's this like disease going around, so that's why it was kind of scary. And I think they called it the Delta, or there was like a place in there called the Delta, and instead of like basing everybody on race and like categorizing people in that way, they tend to categorize people based on their blood type, because there's specific blood types that are more prone to getting the disease, and then there are other blood types that are not as likely to get it. And so it was a whole mess, but I highly recommend that one. I really liked it a lot. It was very action-packed, and it keeps you guessing, and I'm a sucker for endings that aren't like, I don't know, I love a good ending where it's like, oh, this is super gushy and cute, and then I also love the endings where it's like everybody dies. They slit her throat, they cut her tongue, like that whole meme. Yeah, that whole TikTok sound or whatever they call it. Yeah, that I like that as well. So But either way, it was a really good book. Going off of that theme, I guess, I read this book called Allegedly, and I really liked it. It was pretty good. There were parts where it was sort of slow, I think, but essentially this girl is, I think she's like 15 or 16, like really young, and she's in jail because she's in jail for murdering a child, essentially. So trigger warning, I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's kind of the premise of that, and like her life in jail, how she got there, and like figuring out if she actually did it, and who really did it, if it wasn't her. And like, so that's why it's called Allegedly, because anytime they're like, well, you did it, like you killed this girl, this baby, she was like, allegedly. So yeah. The next book that I read was called A Wish in the Dark. It was pretty good, but there were some slow points in it at times, but overall I would say it was really good. The ending was super awesome, so I think the ending was worth it. The next two books is part of a series. So far it's going to be a trilogy, but the third book is not out yet, and I'm so excited for it to come out. It is called, I think the first one was A Blade So Black, and the second is A Dream So Dark. And this series was so good, like highly recommend. I would say 5 stars for me. Like, I loved it. So basically it's what you would think of Alice in Wonderland, but make it black, and it was super good. I loved every bit of it. Very action packed. I loved the fact that there was also a queer character in there, at least one. No, I think at least 2. And it was just really good because the blackness, I shouldn't say queerness, it wasn't like the forefront of the whole entire story. It was like they were humanized, if that makes sense. So it wasn't like, the focus wasn't this person is queer, this person is part of the LGBTQ community, and this person is black. Like, that wasn't the whole premise. And so that's why it was so good, because the characters were able to be human and well-rounded, like we see day to day. And so it was just really good, very action-packed. The writing was astronomically amazing. So I highly recommend these 2 books, and I am so excited for the third one. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll try to pop it up if I find what that one looks like. Okay, so the next book is called So Done. It was a middle grade book, so I wasn't super into it just because it was like a middle school type of book, but it was pretty cute. It was like these 2 girls who have been best friends, and now they're growing apart. Trigger warning, the dad does something he shouldn't to the friend, but the dad's kind of like trash, and the friend doesn't help her other friend. Like, she doesn't confront the dad and be like, hey, that was trash, like, you can't do that. So that kind of was a whole thing, but for the most part it was pretty good. It was kind of cute. It was just about like 2 friends growing up, living their life, what you would typically see from like that middle grade, middle school age to high school age, of like, you're growing and you're growing apart from people who you've always been close to, just because you guys might be growing in different directions, and that's okay, and trying to embrace that. So that one was really good. The next book that I read is called Meet Me at Midnight. Sorry for my dog in the back. She's over it. She got her pup cup and she's ready to go home. She's done. But I read Meet Me at Midnight. This was a rom-com type book, a summer rom-com. There she is. And it was super good. It was super cute. Loved it. It was pretty much like an up and down, like emotional roller coaster thing. And the 2 characters, the guy and the girl, they have a summer house that they go to every year, because their parents are all like college best friends, and so they're kind of thrown into this situation together, and they play pranks on each other every year, and they're like, we hate each other. But that one was extremely good. Okay, so The Summer Prince was the last like single book that I read, and it was really good. It was kind of hard to follow though. It was like, I think there was every year, it was basically a woman dominated place. I want to say that they were in South America, somewhere down South America, and basically there's a summer prince, and it's a guy who volunteers to like be the prince for the summer, and he knows that at the end he's gonna die. Like, that's just what's gonna happen, so he volunteers to be like, okay, I'll die. But it's woman dominated, because they're like kind of apocalyptic again. And they're like, men ruin the world, men are trash. And so that's how it kind of became a woman-dominated society, and that's how they run it. And so it was kind of cool, but it was kind of hard to follow for me as well. The next 3 books, I should say, is in a series, and it was Anna and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Isla and the Happily Ever After. These 3 books were super good. My sister recommended them to me, and I finally listened, and all 3 of them were really cute. They're all rom-coms, and they're really good stories because with the writing, the author like integrates the characters from each book throughout the series. You don't have to read it like in a particular order, but if you do, then like the characters from Anna and the French Kiss might show up in Isla and the Happily Ever After, and they also might show up in the second Lola and the Boy Next Door. So it was just really great. It was really cool writing. Loved it. And then the very last series that I've read so far, and I'm not quite done yet. As I'm recording this, I'm not quite done yet with the 3rd book, but I'm getting close, is Scythe. So Scythe, Thunderhead, and The Toll. Those 3, and they're really good. My friend recommended them. It's kind of like this world where they have eliminated death in a way, so people don't just die of natural causes or anything like that. And so there are these people called the Scythes that have to come through and glean other people or like kill them, essentially. And so it's a really good book. I would highly recommend that one as well. I would say maybe 4.5 to 5 stars. Like, it was really, it's pretty good so far. But yeah, thank you all for watching and tuning in. I hope you liked this little adventure with me and my dog, getting some food, getting some ice cream, and just sharing some of the books that I read last month. So hopefully I can read some more this month and let you guys know how that goes at the end of the month as well. But please let me know, like, if you guys have any video ideas or anything you want to see, any questions you have, please let me know by leaving a comment down below. And thank you all for watching.